You were just waiting for the sign to end because then you'd get oh, it's still in your head, isn't it?
No, I was just waiting for us to talk about neat stuff and for Jake to be on.
We can start since you just alive if you want.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and get us
Yeah.
started. All right. 5, 4, 3. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Super Talks. I know we've been gone for a week, but today we're going to be discussing the first episode of Loki since it came out early one day. Supposed to be Thursday, but it came out Wednesday. So we're just going to be discussing how we feel about it, what our thoughts are for the rest of the series, and then we'll come back to it once the series ends. With me today is my co-host Jake.
What's going on?
And also with us is our special guest, Timon.
Special ed guest.
Oh man, really? Why?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I got something, but back in my day, there was like they didn't test kids for that type of stuff.
Just go to see a therapist and they can
you,
tell you what you
58?
got.
You're a 58-year-old ward vet.
Back in my day, we didn't call it ADHD. It was just you didn't get hit enough, and you wouldn't sit down.
We didn't even have computers. We barely had pencils.
Like you guys are making a joke, but that's how it was.
Yeah,
no, I know. You snowflake. I'm kidding. I'm sorry for the way you grew up, but I somewhat Jake grew up in that same era as well, and I grew up in between both of those.
What era? I'm not that much older than you. 29.
I know, but you're closer to. No, never mind. You're not closer to Timon.
I mean, I am because I'm older than you.
Yeah, but Timon is what, like 33 already?
34.
34, yeah, and I'm about to be 28 this year.
Yeah, you guys are the exact same age.
We're a year apart.
Must be 30 in a few weeks.
We're 2 years apart.
Like 7 weeks. 6 weeks. Damn.
I can't wait till I turn 32.
8 weeks, I'll be 30. August 2nd. Yeah.
Man, there's all sorts of hate on this fucking Loki first episode. I don't get why.
What? There's hate?
People love it.
I've seen nothing but love.
All I'm seeing is people are like they're plagiarizing Umbrella Academy.
Loki was invented.
How many shows and comic books and movies have fucking time patrol, like people that like run the fucking this like time bureau type shit, dude? Like we're fans of a show like that we talk about every week. Almost.
No, Legends. Did that Umbrella way before Academy. Umbrella Company came out.
When did he write Umbrella Academy? It's due from what's that band?
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah,
it was Gerard
right?
Way.
Wait, he wrote that in what, like 2012 or whatever?
Yeah,
something like that.
I think he wrote it 2010.
Oh, something like that.
It was. I know it was like. I think like a few years after the band broke up, and the band broke up in 2009. So it was like around 2010, 2012.
Right, so no, they're not copying Umbrella Academy. People just found out about Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, and then I never watched it. I heard it's pretty good, but I just hadn't time to watch it.
I've watched like a few episodes of Umbrella Academy. It's not bad. It's just one of those things like I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
and then like.
I don't feel like going back to it, but it's not bad. You know, like I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just that there's no inclination for me to rush to finish it. You know,
right? Everyone's talking about like how like they're just copying Umbrella Academy. Fucking Doctor Who was the precursor to all of them, because the Time Lords were literally just like agents that could live for a race that lived for a long time that made sure time went well.
Yeah.
TVA was invented in October 1986.
Yeah.
1986. So yeah, I don't want to hear it, Umbrella Academy fans.
Yeah, like there are precursors to all of that.
Go
So
read
like,
some comics. Go read those Umbrella comics. You stand there. First of all,
Man, Tara Strong's character has me questioning what's going to be happening in Doctor Strange, because she's all like, "We regulate the," like when they had that whole like commercial when Loki's just waiting in line, when there's like in the line waiting in line.
spoilers. By the way, we are talking spoilers here.
oh yes, spoilers.
And she's like, "We regulate the multiverse to make sure there's only one timeline, one singular timeline, blah, blah, blah."
Also, Doctor Who came out in 1963.
I got a feeling that somebody like the Ancient One is exempt from something like that, or even the Sorcerer Supreme. So they're probably expected to know the rules and everything.
Yeah.
Look, he
So,
does
like,
have the multiverse of madness like
it's like
coming
the
out. So I'm pretty
ancient.
sure
It's like the Ancient One who had the Time Stone will probably be exempt for that. Strange the Sorcerer Supreme, I'd imagine he'd be exempt for stuff like that. They're not exempt, but they're like, we expect them to know not to fuck this up. And it's probably going to be his.
Or like they just make it that they can travel through time, but they have to follow these clear set things that we want them to do while they're traveling through time. Unlike how Loki took the Tesseract and ran away, and he wasn't supposed to run away.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they're gonna make it as, because that's what they said when he said. But the Avengers are the ones that like travel through time. They're the ones you are. And he's like, no, they were supposed to travel through time, but what wasn't supposed to happen was you running away.
Did you think? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not one of the people to like overreact to one episode and like, oh, but what about this? What about that? They're supposed to do this and that. It's like we got 5 episodes left. But I will say that it is. I hope they address the fact that Steve Rogers should have been arrested too. I hope they come to that, because technically,
maybe that was supposed to happen as well.
Was it? Was it? He was frozen in time and ended up in modern times. He was supposed to go back. That was his random decision. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay."
That's what the judge lady basically said. Like, the Avengers were supposed to go back in time and
to stop Thanos, not for personal gain. Yeah, they were doing that to save the universe, not so he can go back and smash Peggy.
Yeah, because that's technically an alternate timeline. Because
I mean, I think anybody did kind of just, but I don't think anybody blames him. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, Peggy is fine.
It's Haley Atwell. Come on now.
Yeah, the TVA was watching. They're all like, "We'll let it slide. It's Captain America, man. We'll let it slide."
That's America's ass right there. But yeah, it's pretty much what they said is that we allow time travel as long as it's within the confines that we set it, that you follow.
Yeah.
It's like we allow chaos, but as long as it's controlled chaos.
I like how the Infinity Stone. This is some other hate that I saw where like people were like, the Infinity Stones are pointless now. I was like, they've been pointless. They've been pointless since Endgame when Thanos destroyed them.
Yeah.
It's a little more nuanced. It's different. It's like,
but they also they heavily imply that Go on, sorry.
No, go ahead. My bad.
Like, they heavily imply that magic and magical items have zero effect in whatever the timeline is, wherever the TVA base of operations is.
I feel like the TVA is like in this in between area.
Yeah,
those stones do not work outside of their own reality, like timeline or whatever, or reality. So if TVA is in the in between, of course, it's not going to work.
It's like that whole thing of like, if Darkseid from DC had the Infinity Gauntlet, it wouldn't work in DC land because the power just doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that simple. It's not that. Come on now.
When I saw it, it's like, oh yeah, we use them as paperweights. God damn.
So it doesn't really take away from what they were. It just shows you that it's proof that they don't work outside of their own reality.
Also, did you guys notice that they've been blueballing us with like Owen Wilson, where he could have said "wow" so many times?
That's Luke. This is Luke Wilson. It's not Owen Wilson.
That was an Owen. I thought that was Owen.
No, it's
That
Luke.
was Owen. That was Owen.
That
It's
was
Owen?
Owen. Yeah.
Luke Wilson. I mean, damn it. This is Owen Wilson. Luke Wilson is Stargirl.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
And neither one of them knew anything about comics before they joined this stuff. They admitted it. He was like, I had no idea who the MCU was. He thought that Aquaman was a part of it.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be like someone that like got caught lying. Like I was like, oh yeah, I've been a big fan of this comic book for a long time.
Obviously, like I've always been a huge fan of these characters. Like, no, you haven't.
It's like Henry Cavill, like everyone believes because he is a true fucking
I
nerd.
believe certain people. It depends. I believe him. I believe Jason Momoa. I believe Tom Holland.
Ben Affleck, obviously, because
Ben
he's
Affleck.
Ben Affleck because he came up with with Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I believe. Sometimes I believe it. And other times I'm just like, come on now.
I'm just like, I don't know about that one.
Just lie. I mean, you don't have to lie. It's okay.
You don't have to lie.
Ben
you can just say, like, I would respect it more if, like, I wasn't a fan of comics before because I've never read them, but then they gave me this role and then they gave me these comics to read, and then like I was like, wow, these are good stories.
Yeah.
I think that's what Elizabeth Olsen did. Like she did. I don't think she knew who Scarlet Witch was, and then she just read a bunch of comics, and like now she's a big fan.
And Evangeline Lilly was like, when they pitched her Ant-Man, she thought they were kidding. Like, you guys are just making up heroes now. And then she started watching the movies and was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then she even said the old Wasp comics are trash. She said that.
I respect it.
It's like, just be honest, man. It's all right.
Like, comic book fans will respect the honesty. Unless you shit on their favorite comic characters. But honestly, no one was really fucking with Ant-Man that much, like, at that point.
Yeah, not really.
So, like, you just be honest. It's all right. Nobody's going to judge you. I mean, yeah, like you said, they respect the honesty. But you can tell when they're like Don Cheadle straight up, he didn't lie. He was like, he thought Iron Man was a robot.
Like, yeah, like it's okay. You don't have to lie. Like, you can openly say you don't read comics. A majority of people don't. It's okay.
It's not that big a deal. This is come on now.
Yeah.
I love when they say like, yeah, they weren't a fan, but they were looking up the character and then they're like, oh yeah, this is pretty interesting. And
yeah, that gives,
like you said, Elizabeth Olsen fucking knows Scarlet Witch now.
Yeah, like she's a fan now. She's like, I'm down with it. Didn't she say that she was like excited to wear the vintage Scarlet Witch costume during the Halloween episode?
Probably.
I can see it.
There's just TikTok of because they did like this whole panel thing with Anthony Mackie, Elizabeth Olsen, Sebastian Stan, Tom Hiddleston, and Paul Bettany. You know, the ones from the first few shows. And I
just end up in ditches. Let
me see if I can find it. If you can screen share it. It's like Elizabeth Olsen and Anthony Mackie are like.
I could believe Anthony Mackie if he said he read comics growing up.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know, something about him screams, "I've read comics."
Yeah, he just seems like a big dork anyway, dude. Like, he's just a silly dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I
go ahead.
I liked at the very beginning of Loki when he like teleported to whatever desert that was. I forget what it was. and the time patrol came in. They smacked him with that pole, and he's just moving in slow motion after getting smacked in the face. His face is just wiggling. She's like, "You're moving at 1/16 of time, but you're feeling everything in real time."
He just feels like that huge ass pain for such a short time.
Yeah.
I sent it.
Whoops,
I sent the
hiccup.
TikTok.
All right. Let me look real quick.
Yo, TikTok.
The same energy. No.
Oh, that's a dick pic.
Hold up.
So Eliza.
Hey, that was a Q&A.
Happy.
Anyway, so I said to
Sorry. Love you. Sorry.
That's some fun interviews. Like, oh, we should watch that one, the dick pic one.
Oh, that was
Let
funny.
me see if I can find it.
That's a funny.
Every
clip.
so often, I just like when I'm bored at night, I'll just look at Anthony Mackie interview.
Yeah, that's a funny one. Elizabeth Olsen almost threw him under the bus. Not gonna lie, if he didn't clean it up, she would have thrown him under the bus right there.
I was like, wasn't he married during that time? Like, dude. Oh damn! Wait.
He gets hit on a lot. Like, there's nothing wrong with a little flirting. Harmless flirting is not bad.
He just seems like hella funny. Like, just to
Oh yeah,
hang with.
he is.
He's the funniest dude on earth. I swear he is. Like, I'm
When
not
he
even
takes
kidding.
over Sebastian Stan interviews, it's hilarious.
Dude, I swear, I always go back to the Infinity War tour. Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, and Winston Duke. I sent it to Mo.
All right.
It's like
that
they're
hilarious?
that trio. It was good with just Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie first, and then they added
Yeah.
Winston Duke. I was like, this is I didn't watch any other interviews, but theirs, 'cause it was the funniest shit.
Yeah, it is very funny.
That's what happens when ads are playing.
Yeah,
I don't know if he just has chemistry with everybody,
yeah.
but he has good chemistry with her and Sebastian Stan.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that was good. That was good. Him, Sebastian Stan. That one where they were at the carpet and then he just stole the because he's done that a few times where he stole the interview from the interviewer and he's like, "Give me your mic."
Oh, that was the Endgame one. I remember you talking about. But back to Loki, we got off track.
Yeah, sorry. Back to Loki.
It all counts because it's all Marvel Universe. Anyway.
Yeah,
It's all
Marvel.
MCU,
It's all
baby.
Marvel.
It's all related.
Sorry. Jake is in love with Anthony Mackie, so he brings him up a lot.
Anthony Mackie is that dude.
Who isn't in love with Anthony
He's the
Mackie?
funniest dude on earth.
He's cool. He just needs to learn how to fight in a choreographed setting.
Hey, you know what? That whole Captain America shit was cool, but he didn't want to see Batroc. Straight up, he did not want to see Batroc hand to hand.
He did not. He flew away. That was John. Oh, damn it! What's his full name? He's an actual MMA fighter.
George St. Pierre.
George St. Pierre. Yeah. Man, I was calling him John.
Nah.
George St. Pierre. Yeah.
He did not want to
GSP. I should have just said GSP.
He did not want to see GSP.
No,
So,
that man is a monster. No one wants to see that. Well, very few people want to see that man in the ring, in the cage.
I mean, Cap laid his ass out, but that's Captain America, though.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the dude who played Batroc the Leaper?
Yeah, I'm talking about that last fight when they were fighting in the UN place.
Right on.
He just
If he
needs to
had
learn
that
how to
shield,
fight.
if he didn't have that shield, Batroc would have whooped his ass straight up.
I'm sure in the movie it'll be better.
I heard in Cap 4 they're like pivoting from Sharon Carter being the main villain because I guess the reaction to her being a power broker.
Well, yeah, she
Which I don't
comes
really
from
buy. She can still be the power broker. You need to chill the fuck out.
I know. I think it's just people upset that like the legacy of her family is kind of tainted now.
Not really. I mean, she went through some shit, got mixed up with some stuff. Now everybody's gonna be Peggy. I don't know.
I still blame America.
I think you just gotta wait and see what they're doing. It could just go back to the Serpent Society idea.
Just blame America.
They could just go back to the Serpent Society idea.
True. But I blame America.
Let's get Constrictor as the main villain.
All right. So back to Loki, guys.
How did that dude that works at the front desk that like took the Tesseract from the one gal that was bringing Loki in? He's like, Loki comes up to Loki gets him. He's like, "I'm gonna gut you like a fish." He's like, "What's a fish? How did he not know what a fish was?"
Yeah,
because I guess they were born in that world.
Maybe
and they don't have fish there.
like I said, I think the TVA is just in between.
Yeah, it's in
time
between.
and reality. So maybe he was just,
They probably just don't have fish. They probably have chemically created food.
Maybe
we don't know.
Maybe he comes from a Thailand that doesn't have fish. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, like that's why they have multiple Infinity Stones, because it's the multiverse.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be so feelsy though. Like
Me
when he
neither.
saw what he's having. I mean, I knew he actually did care about his mom,
Yeah.
but him seeing
I
that
thought
reaction,
I thought it would be like not the first episode. I thought it would slowly delve into it, like how they did in this first episode. But I didn't expect this much to hit him as fast. I thought the first episode was gonna be him joking, them like talking shit to him, and like a back and forth type of conversation each time. I didn't expect him to hit him with. I didn't expect Owen Wilson to work him like this. Basically,
it's a Loki commercial coming on right now. But yeah, was him seeing that reaction to his mom though. I was like, damn. I was just having a conversation with my own mom last week. And I was like, I showed her. We were talking about something else, and my point was never go after the mother. I showed her 3 clips. I showed her Man of Steel when they were threatening Martha, and when he crashed into Zod. It was like you think you can threaten my mother? I showed her that clip. I showed her.
You can threaten my mother.
I showed her Civil War when Tony was like. He's like, when they're like, it wasn't him, Tony. He was brainwashed. He's like, I don't care. He killed my mom. And then I showed her straight out of Compton in the beginning when Eazy-E was at that crack house, the dope house. And he was like, I got 6 dudes outside your mama house right now. They still on that street, right? And he was like, you really want to take it there?
It's like, you already took it there.
I was like, bruh, do not go after the mother. You just do not do that. So even Loki was like, fuck. Even in like Anchorman, when they were about to do that big fight, and they were like, okay, leave the mothers out of this.
Yeah. You never go after someone's mom. Come on.
You just don't do it, bro. Look at Drumline. When they're talking shit that whole movie, and then dude finally said, I don't give a shit if he stayed in your mother's bed. And they kind of looked at him like, motherfucker.
Drumline. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that one thing to come out of anybody's mouth today.
This is so random, I know. Drumline is one of those movies that's like, it's not really a good movie, but
I never saw it.
When it's on, it's just you watch it. I mean, it's an enjoyable one. I like it. It's not a bad movie. It's just one of those. It's certain movies I put in a certain category. There's like when it comes on all weekend and you watch it at least once all the way through. Like The Replacements is one of those type of movie.
The Replacements is cool.
It's like it would come on all weekend long, and at least one time you sit and watch it all the way through. Drumline is kind of like that. Wild Wild West is like that.
Wild Wild West.
Jim.
Insert Will Smith rapping.
But he saw Odin dying as well. I didn't think he gave a shit about Odin that much, but
I thought he
No,
did.
there
Well,
were times.
he
There were
did.
times he's all like, "Damn, my dad died," and then later he's all like, "Damn, dude, my mom died."
Like
Me and Thor
like,
getting along.
Like,
What's going on?
Like, he obviously cared about Odin, but I just think like his mom hit him a little harder than his dad.
She was like one of the only people that,
moms always hit harder than dads. Come on.
yeah, and she was the only, like, literally the only person that gave a fuck about him on Asgard.
Because she was like, and then he's like, he's not my father. She's like, did am I not your mother? And he hesitated. And he's like, you are not. He's like, I know you lied, Loki. So, you just don't go at them. And then he got emotional over Thor as well. And then he saw himself die. And he's like, okay.
I'm sure there was some resentment towards his dad, like, you know, him being taken away from his actual people.
I want to see him in full blown frost giant mode.
I like how they still made Odin a piece of shit, regardless.
He's always been a piece of shit.
He's always a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like in the comics, like in movies, they usually don't make like the people as like the gods, or like in most mythologies. As
every single Thor comic I've ever read, Odin has been a giant dick.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the movie. Like the movie, it's in the movie.
This is Anthony Hopkins is just a great actor.
Yeah. Well, no, it had nothing to do with the actor. It's just like
movies always tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like movies always tone it down for everything. So I was like,
makes people a little more likable.
Yeah.
Like I give you an example. Like look at, I know you guys aren't fans of this, but look at Twilight. Reading the books, I fucking hated Jacob so much. Like I hated that dude in the books. He was just such a dick, and he was basically
a simp.
Not even that. It's like he probably would have raped her at some point. It's just like he already forced her to kiss him. It was like he was that guy that wouldn't take no. And that's like, you do love me, now kiss me. And he's just a dick. But in the movies, he was just much more likable, like in personality.
Oh, in the movies, I'm totally Team Jacob. You know, like
in the movies, I'm team neither of them. They're both terrible.
I know they're both
terrible choices. What do you mean?
They're both terrible. But I'm just saying, like, if that's your options of people.
She should have just got a puppy.
In the movies, they were both possessive towards her, and they were both creeps.
Yeah, I mean, Edward was like standing in her room watching her sleep.
Yeah,
like in the movie when she woke up, thought he was there, looked up, he was gone. He was really fucking there.
Yeah,
he just left.
They were both possessive.
Only reason why she caught him is because he couldn't read her mind and get out before she woke up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Edward's that really crazy possessive dude who just, watched her sleep before he even talked to her, because he just suddenly fell in love with her as soon as he looked at her. And then Jacob was just a dude who wouldn't take no for an answer.
He was also a possessive creep because they were friends since they were kids, and he automatically felt like he had a right to be her boyfriend before anybody else.
Well, most specifically Edward, because it's like he's a vampire.
But like Jake already knew her beforehand.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like they were friends before, when she was smaller.
They were kind of friends. They weren't like good friends. They weren't really good. They didn't really connect to like New Moon. That was like when they really connected.
True.
Jacob's
they were friends, but like not like she's a couple years older than he was. So
yeah.
Jacob's that type of dude that supports like arranged marriages.
Maybe. He did imprint on her daughter.
As a baby.
That's a fucking baby.
Like, are you sure about this? Like, if I was her editor, I would look at this. Are you sure about this? Like he can still just
imprint on Brittany, Bella. You're better than this.
Like he can still imprint on Bella. It's fine. It's just come on now. It was funny because in the book too, Edward pulled Jacob to the side while she was pregnant. He's like, Jacob, I would literally let you fuck my wife if you just kill this baby or something like that. He straight up said that. Hey, if she wants a baby, I will. You can do it. Give her a baby. Like that was an actual plot point.
God damn. These are just shitty people. Like the entire time, I never got the Team Edward or Team Jacob because neither of them were like good choices. The only thing that was like that I could see were choices was like the actors that played them because they were both beautiful men. So like I was like, I can see that. Like the actors that play them are both attractive, but outside of that, the characters are terrible.
You didn't know about that part, the plot point?
No, I didn't read the books.
Yeah, because
I only know about most of the stuff
Edward's...
because of people that tell me and from what I watched from the movies.
Yeah, because the whole time Edward was like, he was keeping his cool around Bella. But at one point when Jacob was over there, he pulled him outside and he just kind of basically just broke down. I was like, my gosh, she won't let me get this baby out of her. I promise you, if she wants a baby, you can give it to her. Just do it. I will get this baby out and you can give her this baby that she wants. Just please do it. Damn. And then he was like, if she dies, you have this baby, I'll let you kill me.
So he basically said, I'm okay with her having a werewolf baby.
He's like, please fuck my wife. That's basically what he said.
He was like, I will be a cuckold. You go ahead and fuck my wife.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
I mean, like, I get his reasoning because, like, the vampire baby.
Fuck?
No, hold on. Let me tell you why I get his reasoning of the vampire baby will kill her. That's the reason they turned her into a vampire because the baby was killing her.
Yeah.
So I get why he doesn't want her to have his baby.
That baby was scary.
But all that other shit, no, you're just crazy. Fucking ridiculous. Like, are you you told another man to rape your wife.
Pretty much. It's like, so you're assuming that Bella's is gonna go along with this, and if she doesn't, you're just like, whatever.
Obviously she's not. She's
like,
not
whatever,
gonna
we're
go
stronger
with
than
this.
you are anyway. That's basically what he was saying. So yeah.
She was not okay with the other creep, but she was okay with the vampire creep.
Robert Pattinson was not a fan of Edward, just so you know that. He makes that abundantly clear. He's like, he's just such a ridiculous guy.
Like I could, like, if they made a story about the vampires without this romance drama and like the werewolves, like they made a story about the werewolves and the vampires without this romance drama, I think I would have enjoyed the story more because like the vampires and the werewolves, they have decent lore. They actually have decent lore. They're very strong. The vampires are damn near indestructible and unkillable.
Hey, I'm gonna send this clip. I'm sending a clip of him talking shit about it. He hates Twilight. It is like, dude, you left.
Yeah.
I mean,
but if Twilight were more like what I'm saying, I would love Twilight. Not gonna lie.
I like Twilight. Fuck everybody who talks shit about it. I don't care. It's. I know what it is. I know it's not necessarily a good, like a.
You like Degrassi. I'm not like holding. I know you it's to not the like
good writing.
I'm kidding.
It's not like good writing or anything, but it's enjoyable. It is what it is. I'm aware of what it is. It's just one of those. It's like watching the fucking Arrowverse. We know that's just not good writing or groundbreaking TV and acting. We know that.
Shit, dude, Superman and Lois.
I prefer Warm Bodies to Twilight.
I like Warm Bodies too.
I like that, the book and the movie.
I haven't read the book though.
The book is a lot weirder than the movie, but it's still just as good. I got actually I was about to say I can send you a copy, but you live all the way in California.
That's cool. I'll get it if I need it.
Yeah, if anything, I can get you a digital copy.
Nah, fine. I'm all good. I got hella books in my TBR pile. Like I'm just looking at this book I have.
Yeah, it could be a gift for your birthday.
Oh, all right. I sent the clip. I just got this signed copy of this book called Realm Breaker from the author.
Well, nice. Good
I mean,
for you, man.
she didn't sign it to me personally. She just signed a bunch of them. I just happened
I
to
don't know, I'm trying to share the screen for this clip, but like my computer is just
That's still something.
speaking. I can't click on anything
It's
now.
fucked because like originally my first copy was lost in the mail, so I DM'd Barnes and Noble. It's like my shit is 2 weeks late, man, and they just redid it. And I was like, damn, I'm not gonna get the signed copy now, but nah, it's still signed. So
Nice.
Victoria Aveyard.
Damn, that's cool. Good for you, man.
I'm actually like I sent her agent is the agent who gave me my best rejection, and I was like, oh shit. I swear, she's like, I got so happy because I was like, she said she takes up to 6 weeks to respond, but she responded to mine with it like in the same week. I was like, oh shit, and she followed me on Twitter. I was like, oh fuck, did she want to read more? And then I got the email, and she's like, she passed on it, but it was because she thought it fell into like dystopian literature, which is kind of dead on the market at the moment, and she was worried it wouldn't really sell. But she's like, you're a really strong writer and everything. If this book doesn't snag you an agent, then hopefully you'll send me something else. That was my favorite rejection I've ever gotten.
Nice.
So whenever I finish my next one, I'm definitely sending to her. It's like, hey, remember me?
She follows you on Twitter. Just send her a tweet.
This was a few years ago. I don't know if she remembered me. But
I remember you were talking about this before, like that happened. I don't know, we were like live or something, but I remember having this conversation about this.
I'm sure she will. Usually, people take a few years or 6 for their next novel.
well,
there's a decent like gap between the next book.
it depends, but yeah, it depends.
Unless like you already have unless you're doing like a trilogy, then like it's more like 2 years. But like, yeah,
You don't finish the whole trilogy before you start sending shit.
I know.
The
But
rule is
usually
you
have
want
an
to work
outline of what you want for the trilogy.
Yeah,
so
but you really shouldn't. You really should work on a sequel. You should work on your next thing, because it's like that first book doesn't get you an agent. What do you got the sequel for? I mean, you can work on it, but you shouldn't like put as much energy into it as the next project because you want to keep going forward.
True.
You still want to work? You need another clip, or?
No, like my computer's basically like frozen right now.
Oh damn.
Well, we can talk about Loki too. It works, but
Yeah. Let's go back to Loki for right now.
We went to Twilight real quick.
Yeah.
But I bet
Those
Loki's probably a Twilight fan, so it counts.
No, Dakota Fanning's vampire was OP as fuck.
I remember my mother was like, "What the fuck is Dakota Fanning doing in this franchise? She's way too good for this."
I said the exact same thing.
I mean, it's true, but
I'm like, really? They got someone of her caliber? She must have gotten a lot of money for that little screen time she did.
She was a fan of the book, so she wanted to be in it.
Oh man, Dakota Fanning, really?
And she's like really good friends with Kristen Stewart because they were in that movie.
They were in
Joan Jett and what was that movie called about the Runaway? They're the Runaways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she played Joan Jett. Oh no, Kristen Stewart played Joan Jett.
Yeah.
But yeah, Loki. So obviously, female Loki is the big bad there, the one they're chasing.
Is it? I don't know.
Is it obvious?
I'm gonna assume it's female Loki. Who else is gonna be?
No, a different Loki.
It could be old Loki, but that doesn't mean they can't. I don't know. I think it's female Loki.
I don't know.
It's funny how they pointed to that. Like, who did you see? And he pointed to the glass, and it was like a devil. And people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be Mephisto." But
I know.
a few days before, they straight up came out and said Mephisto's not in the show. Don't even try it.
You know what's funny is I was trying to say, oh, did you guys notice that Mephisto Easter egg? But I was still muted. I forgot to unmute myself.
He's gonna pop up eventually. He's gonna show up eventually, and I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah,
he's gonna be somewhere so unexpected. Like,
That'd be
so
funny
much
if they
like-
write him into the show just so he could be like, nope, not me.
Yeah,
I mean, I
like
don't see why they wouldn't bring him in at some point. Like, he'd easily be a big bad.
He can be.
I mean, if they really do like Ghost Rider, he's
I don't think
obviously
Do
like
they
they
even
built.
have the rights back for Ghost Rider?
Yeah, they have everything now.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
they were
got it.
using Ghost Rider in Agents of Shield. So like
Yeah.
I know. I forgot. My bad.
So they can do Second Sons. They're probably using Blade to set up Second Sons. I remember
We
my
need to
fan
get Nick
cast.
Cage back as Ghost Rider.
I wouldn't mind actually. He would still do it.
I'm kidding though.
But Second Sons, they probably setting
I'm
it
glad
up.
you were
Yeah.
kidding because I was like, no, don't do that.
Do it. Do Nick Cage. Just do it. Just because.
Do it just
because-
to butthurt people.
Just because I wouldn't mind it. Anything to undo that second Ghost Rider movie.
And the third one.
That was the only. That was like, I've never wanted my money back for a movie ever. But that movie legitimately made me want to go to the box office and be like, give me every cent
I didn't see those
I
in theaters.
just paid for this. I left out that theater mad as fuck. It's like, I hate this movie. I hate it. I hated it. I'm not that overly critical about movies. Like, it's not, I've never criticized it that deeply. But damn, I was mad. As soon as he started pissing fire, I almost got up and left.
It's a euphemism for STDs.
I don't give a fuck, man. It was dumb as hell.
I know.
Who
I'm
even
kidding.
was the villain? Like, Ciaran Hinds, that dude?
There were two Ghost
Steppenwolf?
Riders. That's all I remember.
Steppenwolf was a villain in that.
I don't even remember honestly.
I don't either. Idris Elba was in that movie. You know that?
I don't even remember seeing him.
He was in that fucking movie.
All right, I'm gonna close this real quick. You guys will still be able to talk. It's still gonna be live, but I'm gonna be gone for a second.
All right, back to Loki. All right.
So how do you guys feel? How do you feel about like TVA obviously being able to negate all his powers and being that OP basically because he's a god and they can negate god powers because it doesn't work inside the TVA.
That is interesting.
Damn. So like if Thanos rode in there, would they be able to like they could just let Thanos there? They could just take him
Thanos
out?
ain't really a god. He's just physically strong Titan.
It seems like powers just don't work though.
Yeah, but he just be physically strong. He just be physically strong. Like he's just what the fuck? Why do we have two Timones?
All right, because I had to leave real quick and then I'm back on, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. There we go.
All right, dope. Like Thanos is just strong.
They could have let him there, have Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor just piece him up. Iron Man shit could work. It's just tech.
True. I mean, Tony's dead.
Okay. Rhodey or Pepper.
Pepper would work. Rhodey's suit is honestly not as upgraded as theirs.
I imagine it's gonna be more upgraded by Armor Wars though.
I mean, yeah, sure. You could probably have a nano suit now.
Whoever the hell is running that stuff nowadays, since Tony's dead.
He no longer has the big ass things to help him walk anymore. So I'm sure he probably has a nano suit.
But who's doing that for him though? Wakanda?
No, I'm pretty sure Tony probably would have done it. Like he probably after he was done secluding himself, he could have probably made him the legs. I mean the suit.
I meant like new suits and everything for Rhodey. Is what I'm saying.
Well, is what I'm saying before Tony died. He probably made him a suit during. He probably made him a suit during Endgame.
The plot of Armor Wars is going to be like his technology getting in the wrong hands. So I'm assuming like Justin Hammer probably.
Well, are they going to do Armor Wars?
Yeah, Don Cheadle coming back. Feige announced that as part of that thing he did last year.
They're probably going to have the Wakandans do it for him then. Maybe Hank Pym or maybe Jarvis. Jarvis has all his designs.
Jarvis isn't a thing. Probably Friday.
Yeah, Jarvis is basically Vision.
True.
Or Loki can do it.
Is Loki able to make suits?
Nah.
Like I know maybe MC like comic book Loki might be able to help out a little bit.
I was just bringing it back to Loki since we veered off course again.
All right. What was your question? Because we veered off from the question that you asked.
I said, who do you guys think that big bad? I was saying it was female Loki because they were like, the variant we're chasing is you, which I called, by the way, in the beginning. I was like, I bet it's Loki who's doing all this, some alternate Loki.
Yeah, I mean, like it was even guessed before the show even started that it'd be a Loki because I remember Straw Hat Goofy said that it was gonna be exactly what they're doing, right? Like exactly how the first episode played out is how he said it. I don't know if you guys follow her, but Nikki Marie, she's the one that did the Falcon and Winter Soldier TikToks. Do you remember, Jake?
Did she do some crossover with Straw Hat Goofy? I can't remember her name, but is she usually like sitting in her living room and there's like, hang on, let me check and see. I think I know who you're talking about.
She talks about her trauma. She did a lot of the they were like very jokey too. Her little skits that she did about like the episodes. Damn, he cut off.
Oh shit, he'll be back.
Yeah. But do you know who I'm talking about, Timon? Or you're not on TikTok like that?
No,
yeah, the black girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her.
That's all I had to say. All I had to say was the black girl. Really?
Yep.
Well, I follow a few black TikTokers, not just one black girl.
I know. But literally, I do too. You're like, I haven't shared a lot of them, like on the group chats.
Yeah, I actually like her TikToks.
Yeah, her TikToks are hilarious.
She
did one of like what Carol was doing right before the Battle of Endgame, like as you sleep, and she heard this big ass explosion. It's like, what the fuck? Oh shit!
That was funny.
I never click on any of you guys' TikTok links.
I know you don't.
But yeah, her TikToks are hilarious, and like she also made that prediction that it was going to be a lot of dealing with Loki's trauma, like how in the past ones, and it's going to be based on like him dealing with it, and then like the shenanigans of his maybe a whole bunch of his other variants that like are messing with time and stuff. And it's pretty much just one, but it's just they were very spot on.
Yeah, first episode was pretty predictable. I mean, as soon as they're like, "Oh, who did this?" The cut marks are consistent. It's like, yeah, it's probably Loki slit their throats. That's his thing.
Yeah.
Who else uses knives like that?
True. Or like a staff, right?
Yeah. So I think everybody's surprised. I guess it's good that they said Loki in the first episode, or we're hunting you in the first episode, because then all those Mephisto theories would have came. It's like, oh man, maybe Mephisto came through with a pair of sai, because Mephisto totally just fights people like that with swords.
Yeah.
So do a lot of people. Like they could literally say anybody.
Well, there was this one comic book. I think it was in the Earth X series. It's an alternate Marvel timeline, of course, but like Mephisto was basically Nightcrawler from the future that just fucking meddles with shit. Like he like truly became like the demon that he was always blamed of being a demon. Like like
I should have just said, guys, the villain's Moon Knight. It could be. Oh, which one is it? Sportsmaster is the one in Marvel, right? Or is it Taskmaster? I always forget which one. I always forget which one is in which. I'm so stupid. You just walked away.
No, I had to do something real quick. Boom, I was listening.
So yeah, was it Taskmaster or is it Sportsmaster? It's Taskmaster, right?
Taskmaster's Marvel. Sportsmaster's DC.
Taskmaster. I keep forgetting. The only way I remember is that like Spider-Man fought Taskmaster a few times, and that's how I try to remember it.
He's a bitch to fight in that video game too, by the way.
Well, I'm sure a motherfucker that just watches you once and then can copy your moves.
Does it when you fight him. It's like you can't even hit him.
Exactly. He's a bitch to fight. It's like, oh, my superpower is that I can copy your moves 100% accurately after watching it once. Fuck you.
And he fucking does it. So annoying.
Fuck you.
All you have to do is take out his eyes because he's got a showering gun.
You gotta throw shit at him and then like attack him.
I know.
Stun him. So you can't just web him up because he cuts through it all.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fight him straight up because he dodges it. And so you gotta throw something at him to stun him and then beat his ass.
If I were Spidey, I'd just throw a huge ass concrete at him, fucking spider web myself to it, and then come up right behind it and then knock his ass out.
Yeah, you have to beat him in totally like unorthodox methods.
Yeah. You have to think like 50 fucking steps ahead of him, basically. Which fuck that guy. Also, the villain is if they're saying swords, the villain is
in that movie that's never coming out.
The villain in Loki is Deadpool.
It's Deadpool.
It's Deadpool. They said that the knife cuts are the cuts are consistent. That's Deadpool. Who else?
I did read an article that Ryan Reynolds is already filming a bunch of cameos.
Nice. Did you guys notice like when he's in the place and they put him in the suit that they literally put him shirtless and put his like fucking chest out there for everyone to see like in the middle of the frame? Yeah. I was like, oh man, that's just that's high quality fan service right there.
Oh, for sure.
Like everybody who loves Tom Hiddleston and thinks he's handsome is gonna go crazy for that scene.
I couldn't when they first introduced Loki into the MCU, I couldn't stand him. He grows on you. I was all like, I'm like, why do all these people think this greasy haired fuck is super attractive?
Like this dude looks like he smokes cigs. Like he buys loose cigarettes, like at the back of someone's pickup truck.
Yeah,
and works at an oil rig. That's literally what he looks like.
But yeah, when they showed him shirtless in the
that scene, I was like, oh, they're gonna lose it because like he got cut for that scene.
Oh, I was like, I didn't think he was that jacked, dude. Like,
he wasn't always that jacked. Like sure, he's always been fit, but he's usually skinny. He's usually like not like that fucking cut. I was like, oh, he worked out. He worked out for that. He worked out specifically for that fan service. Like he worked out like Ben Affleck did when he had to take his shirt off for Meet the Fockers.
Talking about Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, sorry. Why did I say Ben Affleck? I mean Ben Stiller. Shit.
Like, we already know Ben Affleck's jacked when he needs to be.
Yep.
That's all right, dude. Bill Burr called Ben Stiller Ben Stewart on a live interview talking about how jacked he was and fucking Meet the Fockers.
Did he? I thought he said Ben Stiller. Maybe I heard
No,
it
he
wrong.
said Ben Stewart, dude. It's hilarious.
But yeah, let's go back to Loki.
We barely left Loki this time.
I know. But before we even went any further away, I wanted
Before
to
we
just
go any further.
All right, that shit was funny. Where they set him in line and they tell him to pick a ticket. He grabs the ticket and then he puts it in his pocket. And then like the other guy's like, "Well, I don't have a ticket. He never handed me a ticket." And then they fucking.
I tried to take a ticket. He wouldn't let me get a ticket.
No, he wouldn't give me a ticket. Like,
something, yeah.
And then he's like, he wouldn't give me a ticket. I kept asking for a ticket. He wouldn't give me a ticket. And then they just fucking disintegrate the motherfucker. And then he like panic looks for his ticket too.
I was thinking that dude was gonna I thought he was gonna be like somewhat important. I thought he was like another version of Loki from a different timeline. He was like fat Loki. Yeah, like that's
he's just there to show you what happens if you know how to take
it.
Yeah. You know what I thought he was gonna be? I thought he was just gonna be some random like low tier time variant that was just like gonna get executed or something. But like he was gonna have like a little bit of a conversation with Loki, and they were gonna like talk shit back and forth. Like, you know, like some quip remarks about like this entire situation that they're both in, and then it would just be hilarious, and then he would get like disintegrated after that. But like the fact that they made it a little bit before that just made it more hilarious. And then after that, another funny scene is where he tried to use his magic, and I think he was trying to teleport himself, right?
I think he was
just gonna
go on.
I thought he was gonna attack him. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say the exact thing. He was just trying to attack him or whatever. She's like, the judge is like, "What are you doing?" Like, he's trying to use his magic.
the fucking lady like behind him is just laughing because she knows what he's trying to do, and she lets him do it 3 times before she explains it to the judge. She's just laughing in the background, and I was just laughing at the entire time because if I were there, I'd be that girl in the background too, just laughing at him.
He's like, "Don't touch that tesseract." Boom, right in the face. Beautiful.
I know.
Beautiful.
And like, I did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on. I wasn't gonna say anything important.
All right, sure thing, David Tennant. And then Owen Wilson's character came in, and I thought he looked like that one dude from Ready to Rumble.
What about Ready to Rumble?
I thought Owen Wilson looked like that dude from Ready to Rumble.
No, that's David Arquette.
Yeah, I thought he looked like David Arquette. I knew it was Owen Wilson, but like he looked very David Arquette right there. Do you guys not think so?
Not really. I don't get David.
I can see it. I can see it.
Like it was like the fact that his hair was short and like it was like spiked up a little bit, like how David Arquette has it spiked up. That's why I thought like David Arquette, and then like David Arquette's hair is also grayed out at this point.
Yeah. Dude, back in high school, someone told me I looked like David Arquette, and I told them they need glasses because like no, not at all.
Well, you would look more like David Arquette if like you worked out a lot and like were chiseled out like how David Arquette is.
But he was back when I was in high school. He wasn't.
Like, he was in shape, but he wasn't like he. I think it's because like he was taller and had a bulkier body than you. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, but back to Loki. Oh yeah, I thought he looked like David Arquette walking in. I was like, is that Owen Wilson or is that David Arquette? But then I saw him closer, and I was like, okay, it's Owen Wilson. His nose just doesn't look like it's crooked anymore.
No, he's got that. It's still got that weird scar thing on there. Like them Wilson brothers,
but it's
got
not
them
like
noses.
slanted like how it used to be.
Maybe it's just the angle. Maybe it's just the angle. Somebody
maybe it's the angle.
In the face when he was a kid, but
yeah, maybe he finally got it fixed.
I wouldn't after all that time, dude. Like,
yeah, because it's synonymous to him.
Yeah, dude. Like, you wouldn't be able to recognize him anymore. He fixed his nose.
Yeah, but I liked how he came in and he was like, "Yeah, I'll take him," and then he put him into like the interrogation room and he was working on him. I like that entire scene.
Dude, that was so good. He's like,
it was affecting Loki really bad.
Like, none of that stuff never even happened. He's like, it hadn't happened yet, but it's supposed to happen, and you fucked it up, baby. All this shit's
when he finds out that he's the reason his mother dies, he felt it.
Oh yeah, so I was saying, like, I did not expect it to be that beautiful so quickly.
Yeah, I'm just reiterating it again because like we're finally going in like a timeline of the show.
I think it was a good scene though. Like I like how he showed like he's able to see because it might serve to his different because he got a lot of development anyway, but it's kind of erased because that's Loki from the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
So it can also still serve to him trying to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving forward.
And then
he should always be Loki, the god of mischief. And what I mean by that is like while he can probably just do good things, so like that. Like Mr. Gold. Even Mr. Gold, he was always every so often he would do these good things, but he still maintained the fact that he was Rumpelstiltskin. Which is what I hated about like the evil queen. I hated about the evil queen being a full-on good guy because like she should have always just been that constant sort of antagonist. I mean, not necessarily a villain every time, but still maintaining that antagonist,
or at least made her an more of an anti-hero than an actual hero.
Like they did with Mr. Gold. Like Mr. Gold was still Mr. Gold the whole time through. Like you could never really trust him. Even Belle didn't trust his ass.
Yeah.
So,
and Belle loved that man.
Yeah, she didn't trust him. So yeah. So I think Loki should always still be Loki. But that doesn't mean he can't, do stuff here and there. Like, I'm always going to expect him to betray Thor. And I think Thor always expected to be betrayed, too. No matter what's going on, he expects to be betrayed. Like, in Ragnarok. He's
like, you have hope, but, like, you still want it.
Did you ever expect Loki to be DB Cooper?
Actually, no. That was funny. What's funny is before watching Loki, I actually looked into DB Cooper. Well, actually, no, I didn't look into DB Cooper, but I saw I was on Reddit and I saw this thing about DB Cooper, and it turned out that the B was never meant to be there. It was just accidentally put in. Like his like the actual name that he went by was just Dan Cooper, but somehow the B was just inserted in there by accident.
That's just hella creepy. This is low key hella creepy though. The whole thing. It's like what the fuck?
With the whole DB Cooper thing, where he never was caught.
Yeah, that's up there with like Zodiac and
the only thing that they've only found some of the money, but he was never caught.
Yeah.
He's chilling with Amelia Earhart.
Yep. Well, he did like just he just like parachuted out of the airplane, which I'm surprised they just never caught him.
Like
maybe he landed in the fucking ocean and got ate by sharks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but then they wouldn't have found some of the stacks of money.
Well, just like in Loki, when he was jumping out of the plane, a bunch of the money was just flying around.
No, but it was in like fixed stacks when they found the money.
Yeah.
It was like in fixed stacks. It was like fixed stacks, and they were like hidden in a spot.
He probably
Wasn't it
just
like
left
in
that
a
shit.
cave or something?
Probably
Huh?
just left that shit there to like.
Yeah, he probably hit it
There's a
himself. He
decoy.
probably got old and died, and the money just stayed there, and he never needed it. Cause like it was like what 100,000, which is about 2 million now, or something like that. It's worth 2 million now, or like the rate of money of how much 100,000 was worth then to how much it's worth now is about 1 million or 2, which is crazy.
Well, Loki went to Asgard, so maybe he went as well.
True.
I remember we first saw that trailer.
You never know.
When we first saw that trailer of him jumping out of the plane and then getting beamed up, people were like, "Oh, that's gonna be hot." Thor bringing him back for Love and Thunder. I was like, "Nah, that's not what that was."
You fucking thought?
It's always kind of fun to look at those Marvel theories because it's like sometimes they're spot on, other times they're kind of ridiculous. The only ones that make those theories are like the ones that don't read comics.
True.
Which is fine. Like I don't have a problem with it, but it's always just funny to like if you scroll on Twitter and they're saying this thing, it's like nah. I had to catch myself. It's like nah, that's not how this works.
And also, we find out that he's actually dead, unless like they're like, we give you a chance to stay alive.
Yeah. He's like I think the final moment of Loki just figuring out all this is like not an illusion or whatever is when he saw all the Infinity Stones in that drawer.
Yeah.
He felt like, oh, like damn, dude, I'm stuck here. I might as well just go and watch the rest of my clip of my life and like the timeline that's supposed to happen or whatever. And then he finds out he's dead. And he's like, and then he just like, damn, all this shit's pointless. Like, what the fuck am I even doing here? You know, like,
I don't think well, I think for a moment he thought that, but then like after that, he was like, I have a new goal, and it's to destroy the time. I think his end goal is to destroy the time, the people that control the time.
Like the Time Lords, those three.
Yeah, I think his is to ruin them, so he doesn't die. I think that's what his overall plan is right now.
And he's just gonna work with the TVA because that's all he can really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell when he just kept on rewinding Old Girl.
Oh, that was oh my god! That killed me
Oh
so
my
much.
god! Yeah, I was about to mention that too.
That
That shit
killed
was
me.
hilarious. She's like, "Oh, whoop!"
Every so often, like, because me and my dad have this weird sense of humor where we laugh at dumb shit like that, or we have like really dark humor. We laugh at like Jason movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so, shit like that, I know my dad would have died watching that scene.
That was funny when she was like, "Stop that! Stop that!" And then it was like, "Stop! Oh man, that was funny.
You can just see in his face. He's all like, at first he's like, "Dude, I could do this all day," but then it just got boring like real quick.
Yeah,
I'll just pocket this.
Yeah, you could openly tell he was like, "Well, I'm fucking bored now. What next?" Yeah, but when the way it hit him when he found out he died, I was like, "Damn, that's sad."
Yeah, dude, he saw Thor crying for him. He's all like, and he's like, "What universe would Thor cry for me dying, dude? Like, what is going on?" Even though Thor always like liked him or like
Yeah,
I don't know always, but in the movies,
yeah,
like, after like Thor 2, they were like, he's like, "Dude, you're my brother, dude. Like, we you know, like, let's do this."
I keep forgetting that this is a Loki that still hasn't resolved his issues with Thor.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something, Jake?
No.
No. But yeah, like I keep forgetting that this is a Thor that hasn't resolved his issue. I'm sorry, a Loki that hasn't resolved his issues with Thor. So like just seeing him like see his future like that, and then like it's kind of just like I can see how it's painful. Like it's very painful without having the actual knowledge and experience of um, of result of actually dealing with your own trauma. So that breakdown, like really, it really hit the feels. They did a good job at getting us to feel for him.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. Like the little montage he did for him.
Yeah.
I expected that to come of him to just like see his future beyond what he was doing with the Thanos or the Chitauri and shit. And it's like when he finally saw Thanos, he obviously had met him before that anyway, and so he's probably like, "Oh shit, what happened?"
Next snap.
He's like, dude, I was working for that guy. He kills me? What the fuck, man? Like, what's going on here?
I was like, damn, he snapped my neck like a pepper grinder.
Like,
but what do you guys think?
He probably even saw the part where him and Hulk are kind of friends, but we didn't see it because there's probably he probably watched more of the stuff off screen than we were shown. He's all like, damn, me and Hulk are friends, dude. Me and Thor are friends. The fuck is going on here,
man?
Did you see he had a sister?
Yeah, that long stare into the black screen after like his entire story ends that he had for like they gave it like a full minute like of him just like waiting for something else and then there's nothing. That was nice. That was a nice touch.
This is the end of the file.
Yeah.
Does he know like half the universe is snapped away?
Not yet.
Or did he know that was Thanos' plan anyway?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think
they wipe out your memory when they send you back. Probably.
I wonder if he would have gone along with getting a stone for him, if he knew that was Thanos' plan.
Yeah, I think Thanos just hit him up all like, "Hey, you want to cause some mischief for me?" Like,
no, he did it in exchange for an army, so he can take control of Earth.
Yeah,
that's why he did it. But I don't know if he knew that Thanos wanted the stone so he can snap away half the universe.
No, I don't think he did.
Hey, it's easier to rule over half the population than
Thanos had thousands of people under him for him to throughout the galaxies to like even like for everyone to know his plan. That'd be a little too much, and that'd be too much to put out there because then like everyone would know, not just his people. Someone would let that info out.
Yeah.
I think it was just like his 4 main cronies that like fully knew his plan.
Yep.
Even though he could have just doubled the resources, made a bigger Earth. There's like 1,000 things he could have done to fix this.
He could have just been like,
we need a bigger planet.
Unlimited resources for everyone.
Resources for everyone.
Yeah. He could have just been like, there will always be enough resources.
Could have cured disease.
Yep.
Sickness. Control the birth rate. There's a lot of shit he could have done.
And all he really needed to do was just restore Titan. And he could just rule over his home planet. Like it's all like that was his main motivation, was his home planet.
No. That wasn't his main motivation. His motivation was he didn't want other planets to end up like Titan because the people in Titan were too stupid to do what they needed to do. That's what he thought.
Yeah.
He thought they were too dumb. So Titan being destroyed is a reminder to him that he has to be the one to make that tough decision.
They called me a madman. Yeah, because you fucking are, bro.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And apparently Tina is his cousin on Eternals, Angelina Jolie's character.
Oh yeah, because he's technically considered like one of those.
He's an Eternal.
Yeah, he's technically considered an Eternal.
A lot of people speculated that her character was Thanos' mom, that she had a secret that she secretly had a child with somebody in there. It was like, it was Thanos.
Did you guys know that cartoon commercial person was Tara Strong?
I knew that when they showed the credits.
I knew it when they showed the credits, yeah, but like, did you know like when it was?
No, found out there's the credits.
She has too many voices to be able to tell it's her.
Yeah,
like she can change her voice drastically if she wants to. I didn't know it was her until someone told me because I didn't look at the credits.
I looked at the credits because I was like, dude, this might have it on credit scene. You never know.
I mean, I would expect it, but just in case, the trend of them waiting to like their last couple episodes, like WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, even though the Falcon and Winter Soldier one was just showing John Walker making his shitty ass shield, like it was going to do something.
I was skipping credits to see if they had something extra.
Yeah, I did that, but yeah, I like watching the and how they do the credits. I like those. I like those.
Yeah,
really
I like that too.
I think those are really well done. So I
slowly skip it, like I go frame by frame.
Like I'm gonna watch those anyway. I think WandaVision probably has the best ones of those.
Yeah, I was hoping that there would be like an end credit where they would show the Loki that's the villain, but
I cannot wait to fucking Hawkeye credits though, man. Just because you're gonna see Haley Steinfeld after years of everybody like, fuck, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop will be perfect. And she kept teasing it. She's like, yeah, I don't know. Apple and Dickinson, we don't know if we can figure this out. I was like, you know what? Fuck Apple. Join the MCU.
There's more money in Disney. Fuck Apple.
You can be Kate Bishop. Dickinson,
Apple TV is not like doing the thing like how Disney
you can finish. You can do Dickinson after you film Hawkeye. It's all good. It'll work out. Those Dickinson fans, they'll be okay. They got 2 seasons to work with now. I still haven't seen that show, by the way.
Dickinson?
Yeah.
I need to watch it too. It looks like it's funny.
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's just basically about, Emily Dickinson when she was trying to be a writer and, they're showing how she was actually gay, but they couldn't, in that time. They were like, hell no.
Yeah. Okay.
They're still like that today, but back then it was like you only discerned it from her letters that she was gay, and she wasn't openly.
Yeah, back then, if you felt like someone being gay was terrible, it was accepted that you felt that way. Now it's if you think that way, you're the asshole.
Well, I guess her letters pretty much indicated that she's basically in love with whoever the other lady is. I don't know who that is, but. Yeah, so that's I think a part of it, and it's was he arranged to marry some other dude? Is it like Finn from Finn Jones? I think
Finn Jones.
I think it's Finn Jones. I guess it's him, or maybe he's a brother or something like that. I don't know.
I'd have to watch it. I wouldn't be surprised by that. There's always arranged marriages.
Yeah, it's like her letter. I haven't read her letters, but I can imagine those letters. They're basically saying like, "Oh my God, I love this person so much. We fuck all the time." But they're like, "Yeah, they were friends."
Yeah.
Like, dude, really?
It's not even closer to our time. Like there was these 2 actors. They both they were like famous actors. They were guys. They lived together.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
that came up the other day somewhere.
Yeah, that was on Facebook. I think I shared it.
Yeah, I think it was that.
And everyone thought that they were just playboys living in the same house together.
Like,
and then you see the pictures together, and one of them got married, and the other guy was still living in the house, and like the wife divorced him because she was like, "Yeah, he's always there." And I'm they're a couple. That's why. You're the cover, obviously.
It was like these two dudes are always in the pools with their shirts off. Right? They're clearly just roommates.
They're roommates. Like, nah. Let them be in
Roommates
love.
don't hold hands.
These are grown ass men.
These are grown ass men that are in love. Let them be in love. They wore matching outfits too, and all that. And like they were always together. They were always going out on dates, and people just were like, "No, they're just friends going
They're really
out
close friends.
on a
Like,
time
nah,
out." And I'm like,
no.
"No, they're a couple. Obviously, let these gay men enjoy each other. Let them be in love. Come on."
Yeah, so they do that. It's just a lot of those historical. That's why you're seeing like a lot of historical movies where they're just it's the same period. I know people are tired of it though. Like I've seen people tired of seeing like their the lesbian stories are always period pieces because you're like, why can't we just have a modern story? Why is it always in like the fucking Victorian era? Like
We do.
because they want stuff just like Happiest Season. Like they'd rather just have a regular rom-com as opposed to we have to be in secret. One of them's arranged to marry, and then they just suddenly fell in love and they had to hide it and shit. Like they're tired of that. But that's basically what Dickinson is, I think.
Yeah, but with more of a comical type of theme.
Yeah, I saw a clip of her trying to get into some party or something. It seemed kind of comedic.
Yeah, it is a fairly comedic show.
So I don't know. I'll probably watch it at some point. But the important part is that she is Hawkeye, gonna be Hawkeye moving forward, which is what everybody wanted, and she's so perfect for it.
She's perfect in general.
Everybody thinks so. You know what though?
What?
I think I believe her when I say she's in the comics. I think she said that. I believe her for some reason.
I believe her. I believe her.
And you know what? I actually believe Amelia too. I believe it.
Amelia Clark?
Yeah, I believe it for some reason. She reads a lot, and so I believe because she's not framing it like she's this huge nerd about it.
I believe Amelia just because she's a dork in real life.
Yeah, but she's not framing it like she's just like this super comic nerd. That's not what she's saying. Like I believe that she.
Nah, but dorks read comics. Come on.
No, I believe that she's dabbled in it. Like so, it's like she's not putting too much on it. Like, yeah, I've been a lifelong fan of this character.
But she's like, yeah, I've read the comics. I like them. That's kind of how she's like.
Because you were saying like, yeah, she first got into like Superman, and then like Spider-Man got her and everything. She's talking about like. She wasn't really the vibe she got from the comic store when she was a kid was like no girls allowed, and so she couldn't really go out with her brother, but she read some of her brother's secondhand stuff. So like that's I believe that.
That makes sense because back then it was more of a.
It's funny.
They were like, oh, it's boys.
It's funny though. She's catching a lot of shit now because like Variety posted the article about it. She did an interview about her comic. And they framed the headline was like she made a superhero mom who gets her powers from her period. It's like, did you really title it this?
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that, and I'm like, this is
really how you title
weird.
The article? Like, come on now, you just setting people up now.
When I saw that, I was like, that's fucking weird.
But look, go type in her name on YouTube and see what pops up. Just do it. Just do it real quick. Take a wild guess. In YouTube, just type in Amelia Clark. Screen share that shit.
Type in
Amelia Clark takes a lie detector test.
Lie detector test. Amelia Clark can talk like a Valley girl.
Same.
Bloopers. Brad Pitt bid $120K for Night with
Jason
Amelia
Momoa
Clark.
always visits Amelia Clark whenever he's in.
Oh shit, it's not popping up anymore. Then maybe filtered it out. But it was basically that Comicsgate shit when I typed it in the other day.
I've never looked up Comicsgate, so that's probably why it's not in my.
I don't look them up either, but it's not on my feed anymore.
I follow a Comicsgate group that I just never left on Facebook. It's called the Saving Comics Group now.
Oh, her fans. And
that's the only reason I even knew about this Amelia Clark comic book because like they were going off on this shit. They're like, really now? That's what we're getting is period superpowers?
Here it is. The Yellow Flash too. It's like Emilia Clarke simps rise up, demands everyone love her armpit hair comic book.
I just saw it.
I was like, dude, and that's basically what you're getting, what she's getting now. Like, yeah. See.
Oh shoot, my uncle's watching.
Dave Booker.
You're just giving out the entire government out there like that?
But yeah, so I believe that. And it's like, it just depends on how they word it. Because sometimes they're like, I'll never forget that dude who said he's a lifelong Namor fan. It's like, no, the fuck you are not a lifelong Namor fan.
Nobody's a Namor fan.
Nobody is a lifelong Namor
Courtney
fan.
Petit backs out of room slowly. I want from where? From where? Like, was it because we said no one's a Namor fan, or
no, because they got a delay, so like that popped up before we even said that. I think it was about the whole Comics Gate and Yellow Flash stuff about Emilia Clarke.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say it right now. We ain't Comics Gate, so
we're not.
Fuck Comics Gate. If that makes you feel bad, then I don't know what to tell you.
Comics Gate hates that because of like them thinking it's
Comics Gate doesn't read
culture.
Comics. First of all, let's point that out. I never forget Nasser fucking was talking to me and Eric on Twitter, and like Captain America hasn't had a good comic book run in the last 10 years. It's like, so Ed Brubaker doesn't count. I mean, you guys even read? No. Like, Nasser's comic is way better than anything Marvel and DC's put out in the last 5 years.
Excuse me? Earth 2, New 52? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, I think New 52 isn't a good example, but
well, Earth 2 is good. Earth 2 is good. Well, parts of New 52.
I got all of Nasser's comic books that he's written, and like.
And wasn't Convergence in the last 5 years, or was it like 7 years ago?
Was it Convergence, or was it just them standing around and talking?
I don't remember. I haven't read in a while, man.
I haven't read anything.
But yeah, so I just want to make that clear that none of us. I don't know about Timon. He's less angry with them than we are, but
yeah, like the only thing that the only reason why I wouldn't like it is because I feel like it's the period thing seems like weird, but I don't even know. I haven't read it.
I think it's more than that. I think that's just how they worded it.
That's
it's based on around the menstrual cycle, yeah. But I think it's more that she's trying to flip.
Like when I read that, I was like, "This sounds sexist." I don't know.
She's trying to flip the negative stigma around menstrual cycles on its head and make it more of a strength, I guess. But she's also said it's like Deadpool action mixed with Fleabag humor. That's like, I think she's trying to be not outrageous, but
yeah,
I wouldn't take her that seriously in terms of that. I think it's just
I get that. But like when I read that,
the armpit hair swinging around like Spider-Man is a little bit much. I'm not gonna lie, but
it is a little bit much.
It's a little bit
but
much.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah, she has like super strength and like elastability and other stuff.
It sounds cool. It sounds cool. Like I haven't read it, so I can't even say anything if it will be sexist or if it's like more of a
it's just like regardless.
But if it's good, it's good. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, then it's not. The only way we'll find out is if we read it, and I probably won't read it because I haven't read comics in like 5 years, probably. No, maybe 4.
The only thing I have in my budget for comic books right now is just waiting for all the next issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin, which I still need to do a review on issue number 3.
Dude, I keep hearing about that, and it sounds so fucking good. I need to get back into reading because that sounds like it's amazing.
I'll let you borrow them one after it's done.
The only current comics I read is consistently is Captain Marvel. Some other stuff here and there like Avengers and
you don't read Miss Marvel, dick? Kamala Khan for life.
But I read a lot of older stuff. Basically, like I don't read as much of the newer stuff. Like I'm aware that they're putting out some weird stuff, so like I don't know why there needs to be 7 different Deadpool books.
Man,
7 different Deadpools. Like there's Deadpool and there's Gwenpool and then there's Venompool.
I
And
know.
it's like, come on, bro. Carnage Pool.
I remember when they first coming out with all these heroes. I remember a few years before that was Kamala Khan. Was it a few years? I don't even remember when Kamala Khan
remember
came
when
out.
Kamala Khan came out, dude. Like,
I remember the exact year, but I remember when she first came out, and I saw and I read the comics, and I was like, "This is gonna be the next big young hero." I was like, "This is the hero that can be like comparable to like a Spider-Man, like that kids that grow up with and like fall in love with."
2013.
2013, yeah, 2013, yeah, and then all the other ones were a few years afterwards, right? Spider-Man was like I think 2-3 years after that, right?
Talk about Miles.
Not
No,
Miles.
Spider-Gwen.
Miles was before that.
Something about Ghost Spider.
Yeah, like Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. Oh, a couple years after that.
Yeah, like 2 years after that. Yeah,
And then
but like
Girl started getting popular.
Like Miles was cool, but I didn't think he was gonna be like as popular as Peter.
2014. 2014.
2014. Okay, so like a year after.
I want that name Ghost Spider though. It's a little weird.
It is weird. I mean, that's why people call her Spider-Gwen.
Speaking of that, I need to get back into reading Spider-Gwen. I fell off, and I'm like way behind. But I really liked it. Like
I liked the first few chapters that I read.
The original run was really good. I need to get back into her. Like I'm way behind with Ghost Spider stuff.
Yeah, but I read Miles and I was like, he's cool. I don't think he's gonna get as much popularity as Peter. But when I read Kamala Khan, and I first saw her, I was like, this is gonna be the next character to like get close as popularity and as Peter, and she has. I'm proud of Kamala.
Wyatt asked if I'm up. I'm not up, Wyatt. I'm not awake right now.
No, he's not even.
I am asleep. We're all asleep. You're dreaming.
Yep, this is a dream. Watch me pop out of your computer screen. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Kamala Khan, she was like the next one up, and she's pretty much fulfilling the role for me. I don't know what you guys think, but like that's pretty much how I feel.
I like Kamala. Kamala's good.
Cool.
I think in terms of characterization, that Avengers game got it really good. They captured it really well. So I hope that the show does her justice, I guess.
Same.
So I was seeing some rumors about why we're not getting any Spider-Man trailers, and people were saying any Spider-Man trailers is going to spoil stuff that's going to happen in Loki.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to do it like how they did it with Endgame, where they're like, "Oh, Spider-Man's back." Like, obviously, we knew we were getting Spider-Man back, but we didn't know that we were getting a Spider-Man movie right afterwards until the trailer came out. Like a Spider-Man trailer, kind of just like did.
Tell me, you gotta wait another 5 weeks.
5 weeks or what?
For a Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah,
the Spider-Man trailer.
I mean, like it's just a trailer. Like
to Black Widow.
You can wait 5 weeks.
Black Widow's never coming out.
That movie's. I thought that movie was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
It was.
They're literally on a press tour right now.
That movie was supposed to come out before COVID.
It was supposed to. I think it was supposed to come out the same time Wonder Woman came out, and both those movies got delayed.
And which one came out? Wonder Woman came out, right?
Wonder Woman came out.
It did decent. Although it kind of fucked up Gal Gadot's paycheck.
We're not going to talk the elephant in the room with that movie, but.
Oh, yeah. No. Sorry, what? All right, let's get back to Loki.
It is what it is, though, I guess.
Yeah. Back to Loki.
I think Loki's going to be a great show. How many episodes is it supposed to be? 6 episodes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna shape up to be a body cop film, like along with Loki facing his trauma.
Yeah,
What do y'all think?
catching the female Loki. He's gonna meet up with her and talk to her because remember people thought that was Black Widow who he's talking to because it looked like her from behind. They were on a boat or something. It looked like they were in the soul world.
Yeah,
Voldemir or whatever.
Yeah,
well, we don't know.
That fucking link ever work on your computer?
Oh yeah, I can share it now. I had to reset everything.
Before we do that, let's finish up talking about Loki.
Yeah, because
And then we can do that at the end.
What more is there to say, really, man? We got.
What do we rate Loki?
I'm not rating it yet.
What do we rate the first episode?
I'm not
just
rating
the first
it yet.
episode.
I give the first episode a good 7.
I gave it a good 7 too. It was enjoyable to watch.
Enough of a tease to set up what's coming. You know that they gave a little explanation about how the timeline thing works.
Also, that office worker guy, that's hilarious.
That much less confusing thing the Endgame did. Mm-hmm. And they set up that the Time Masters basically control all this shit. It can, there's a theory that I think a Straw Hat Goofy was saying maybe Kang is one of the Time Masters, or somebody said that. It could be, or maybe he might be just be an agent they employ or something. Either way, Kang is already cast as Jonathan Majors, and he's supposed to be in Ant-Man 3. So yeah, I give about a solid 7. I think it was a good setup.
Also, the judge is fine. I love her and everything she's in.
No argument here.
Same.
I watched a lot of the shows and stuff that she was in beforehand.
What else was she in?
Huh?
What else was she in?
I forgot already. I just remember seeing her in other stuff, and I liked her in the other stuff.
So we have final thoughts about the show.
I'm looking forward to what it brings. Like the first episode totally has me invested. Like I'm really digging all the Disney Plus Marvel shows. Like they haven't done me anything wrong yet, besides the fucking boner jokes. But like other than that, dude, like I don't know. I'm invested.
Oh, Irreplaceable You. That's what she was in. Wrinkle in Time. And what was the other one that I saw her in? Summerland. Which came out last year. The Whole Truth. And The Cloverfield Paradox. And I remember seeing her in the trailer for Concussion, but I never watched that movie. I don't know if you guys watch those.
Concussion?
Yeah, she was in Concussion, but I only saw the trailer.
I think I saw Concussion. No, I didn't see Concussion. I got to mix up.
I saw her in the trailer of Concussion.
I don't know why I got that mixed up with 7 pounds.
Oh, we should also talk about the trailer for Black Widow since it came out recently.
The trailer for.
Yeah, the one where like her sister is making fun of her. Yeah, that clip was hilarious.
I kept watching it because this thing is so perfect. I didn't know where it came from. It was so funny. Where did this come from? But yeah,
it was so funny. You know that thing that you do. It was like you're fighting. It's a fighting pose. You do.
I'm glad we got Florence. I'm glad we got Florence Pugh in the MCU.
I love Florence.
Everybody loves Florence.
I know.
Zach Braff was a lucky dude.
I know. Yeah. Everyone talking shit to Zach Braff because like he's in his 40s and she's like 24. She was 24.
It's a sizable age difference, but
it's a sizable age difference. But
at that business, but theirs. It's like
but she's 24. She's old enough to make those decisions. And like it's not like
even that. It's like You didn't have a chance with her anyway. Wait, what's?
It was like, hey, let the young men have at it first. Is what they were mad at.
Yeah, because Florence Pugh's gonna look at this thing. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave Zach Braff for this random dude.
Like, are you kidding me? Do you know how funny Zach Braff is?
Actually, I think it's a lot of her fan base that were tripping. Like
It was her fan base, and she set them straight. She was like, "I'm 24. I'm not a kid.
It was
I'm
a
old
lot.
enough to
I
make
saw
these
a
decisions."
lot of her fan base. So a lot of fangirls that were like mad about that.
Yeah.
Like,
And the way she explained it, it's like she was the one that was more that was interested at first.
well, I didn't know how they set it up, but yeah.
I think it's Zach Braff. He has a great personality. He's a lovable guy.
I love Zach Braff, dude. Like, he's cool. He just seems like a person like Anthony Mackie, where you just kick it with him and just always have a good time.
Yeah. But yes, Black Canary. Sorry, not Black. Fuck, man, I'm too much of a fan of Black Canary. Black Widow looks like it's gonna be decent because that was a good clip.
Gonna be worth the wait.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's probably gonna be like a solid 7.
It should have came out years ago.
It should have come out 2 years ago.
As much as I love Carol,
I'm gonna call it now.
She should not have been the first for the solo movie.
That is true.
As much as I love Captain Marvel, she's my favorite. But
honestly, I think Black Widow is gonna be a solid 7 to 8.
I think it's gonna be pretty decent, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing
7.
That being
7
said, I'm not paying $30 for Disney Plus for it.
So. Oh yeah, fuck that. No,
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm fully vaccinated.
I'm not really
I can go to the theater if I want to.
I might. I don't know. It depends. Maybe I'll go on my birthday when it be less people in there. If it's still in theaters, maybe.
All right, now we can play the clip. That's pretty much all we had to talk about. Let's show you that clip that we talked about.
It was Robert Pattinson
interview.
Robert Pattinson talking shit about Twilight.
To be what you expected.
Oh, when I read it seemed like it was a book that wasn't supposed to be published. It was so long.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And we were shooting forever. If Edward was not a fictional character, you just met him in reality. You know, he's one of those guys who'd be like an axe murderer. When you put it in their facts now, he tells I've killed 40 or 50 people, and he's like, you really shouldn't. And I want to kill you so much, every single day, every moment I'm with you. I desperately wanted to kill you. And she's like, I don't care. I love you. And it's well, there's definitely something wrong with her, and there's very obviously something wrong with me. I was convinced that Stephanie was convinced she was Bella, and especially when she says it was based on a dream, and it's like, oh, I had this dream about this really sexy guy, and she just writes this book about it. It's like, this woman is mad.
Were you?
Could have been better. Hard to get through any vampire stuff.
She's just very British.
I think it's a kill anyone. My entire performance is based on having extreme discomfort, having contact lenses in your eyes, just kind of like that the entire time. He's like ultra polite, really formal all the time. Like, let me open the door, let me carry the bags. It's like literally, like you can just tell he just freak out one day and shoot someone. Like concentrated and stoned. It's quite easy to achieve. He's like, what am I doing with this kid? I'm 108 years old.
There's a lot of books in the Cullen household, but know what to expect when you're expecting a half vampire child.
They look on Google Images. That was one of the funniest scenes I've ever had to do in my life. It's like, really? We're all like 300-year-old geniuses, and we just go, it's like, vampire baby, like on Google Images, and that was our research. It's like, I can't find anything. Right? Robert Arpats, anything. Anything. What do you think about that? I would like to break the hands and mouth of the person who came up with it.
Which one of your coworkers helped to make your Twilight experience the most rewarding?
Damn.
My oh, I was thinking of anything.
Anna Kendrick.
I would say SK2 face packs.
Millions of Twilight fans out there. It's very almost heartbreaking because they don't want it to be over.
Yeah.
It's a little bittersweet, isn't it? For them, yeah.
He said Cedric Diggory was better. He enjoyed playing Cedric, even though he died in one movie. He said he preferred playing Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I gotta stop being so loud though.
That's funny.
It's like he's so open with it. Like I wonder what Stephanie Meyer thought about it. Like what the fuck?
Oh my god,
I can imagine.
I love it. He's honest. All right, well, guys, we'll leave you with this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching Timon's podcast as well, the Wiener Cast on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and
apparently in 6 days I won't be able to record on Facebook anymore. StreamYard just told me. I don't know.
Damn, that sucks.
That's fine. That means you guys just go back and watch the shit on YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. People don't really go on Facebook anyways.
Yeah.
I'm limiting my time. I scroll a lot, but I'm just like, you know what? This is not good for my mental health anymore. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to follow all our social medias and Timon's social medias. I am sure I put it down in our description below. Also, go to our GoFundMe. Support us the best you can. Trying to make things happen.
Clark's comic, because comics gay dudes are saying fuck it, so you got to automatically support it.
Exactly. Go support everything Gail Simone does. Follow her Twitter.
Retweet
hilarious.
Every time she trolls somebody because it's fucking gold.
She's just
she straight up just put tea in a microwave and said, "Good morning, British people," because they do not agree with microwaving tea, and she just put it in the microwave. It's like, "Good morning, Brits." It's like that.
Dude, she's an S tier troll.
That's funny.
But yeah. What was I gonna say after that? Yeah.
Just thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody. All right, dope. We're done.
Probably.